I have to say, Aiden, I haven't seen Albert this happy in forever. Thank you for what you're doing. Here's a list for your next book search. I've enjoyed our talks, but I tend to hog the conversation. Are there any questions you'd like to ask me?
Well, actually, I am curious about something.
Wonderful. What would you like to know?
I get that you're a romantic, but are you into subjects like science?
An interesting question. Hopefully my answer will be worthy of it. You ask, though, as if they are entirely different ends of the spectrum. Whether it's science or romance, answers to questions are often best guesses. With a different perspective, the same information leads to a different answer. For example, the sun was once a fiery god that, with better observational tools, was revealed to be but a fiery ball of gas. How do you feel about science?
Science is just a tool. You can use it to build a shelter or bury it in someone's skull.
A vivid but effective example. Hurry back so we can speak some more.
Of course.
Message 1. Received January 2022. 10:22 a.m.
Have you read the newspapers? Due to the alarming increase in cases of infection, authorities are planning to isolate portions.
You're a miracle worker. Oh. Mark Twain was a wry observer of the... Here we have what is known as the written Torah, and part of the larger concept of the Torah that includes all their teachings, Our collection is growing by leaps and bounds. Nothing? You are a step. Damn. Thought you'd...
Aiden, it's such a wonderful day. Let's dispense with all this dreary philosophizing, shall we?
Okay.
I see you brought back the Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. Tell me, Aiden, as a pilgrim, are you an adventurer like Huckleberry Finn?
Every day out there was an adventure, I can tell you that. Not always a pleasant one, though.
There was plenty of unpleasantness in Huckleberry Finn.
In that case, call me Huck.
And I'll be your Mary Jane. Tell me, Aiden, do you have a thing for older women like Huck did?
Excuse me?
Never mind. I am just glad you've retained your sense of humor in the face of this world's darkness. And don't ever think I take for granted the danger you surely encounter every day.
The danger's out there, Thalia. Here with you. No reason not to relax.
That's how I feel when you're around, Aiden. Thank you for that. I'll anxiously await your return. Before you go,
We have something in common.
Were you a pilgrim?
I know, a female pilgrim. There weren't many of us. But that's why I was so good at it. Some men thought that as a woman, it would be easier to deceive me. My fast reflexes and sharp dagger taught them otherwise.
Is that why you quit the life?
Well, I felt that... Actually, I was constantly running away from something. This is a big city. Nobody judges you for what you were before. You can disappear in the city. And what about you?
Maybe someday. But first, I have to finish what I started here.
I understand.
Welcome, stranger.
What is this place?
I concoct and sell everything, from healing elixirs to powerful wards against the infected.
Snake oil, then.
You will address the bubble with respect.
Oh, will I?
Don't mind Corvus. He is, overprotective.
Tell me more about your so-called elixirs. By the looks of what's in these jars, someone's been scavenging graveyards.
You're talking about my ingredients, both rare and potent. Some emit a scent that can cause an infected to come running. And still others grant fists of fire that will burn an opponent with each blow.
Theatrics aside, I'm intrigued.
I sell anything, from salves for the gravest wounds to a young man like you might wish to try my virility boosting.
Pass. I have my doubts, but...
I'm sure you'll be delighted.
And they're derived from monsters?
In part, yes. When I combine them with the right herbs and other compounds, as it happens, I am running out of some key ingredients and...
Why don't you send this guy?
I am no errand boy.
Hush, Corvus. This is why we're running low on ingredients and customers.
I'm not scared of monsters. Or your boy here.
It's settled then. If you can hunt, I'll buy what you bring me.
What do you need?
First,
How would you even...
the answer,
Right.
a demolisher.
One demolisher.
The 9th of June, 2024. We hereby begin the 52nd session of the...
Minister, what's going on?
I have shut off all power at the VNC Tower. The people of this city must not know the full extent of the virus outbreaks.
Is this some kind of joke, General? Wait. You knew about Tarkovsky, didn't you?
Do you want panic? A coup d'etat? We cannot lose control of the city. Why do you think the other council members were arrested?
We need to speak up. THQ cannot inhabit refugees.
The Gen Mod is not ready. You know that we have discovered highly dangerous side effects, right? The GRE does not recommend—
Silence, Katsumi. In other news, a massive influx of migrants from Asia have massed the city gates in recent weeks. Tens of thousands of people. And the second largest camp in Europe, located in Greece, has collapsed. Its refugees are heading here as well. Thankfully, we reinforced the new walls to suppress the most recent THV outbreak.
This is the last resort, General. These are families with kids. Humans like us. Remember? The Council of Mankind? The protocol states that—
Spare me, Kobayashi. It's too late for all that crap. The GRE is becoming villain. At least that's what the people are starting to think more and more each day.
you're pitting them against us, General.
Nonsense. I am merely stating a fact.
This is a travesty. A travesty.
I found the creature. The reports were accurate. That was one big mother.
The specimen will produce a great deal of enzyme.
Wait, that does what again?
Don't question the Baba. You need only be concerned about your pay.
Fair enough.
Fine then.
What can I get for you, Baba? A trap? No.
October 2024. GRE report on the state of the epidemic. There's good news and bad news. The good news is GRE researchers are finally getting some promising results in clinical tests. The bad news is we are fighting against time for more than one reason. The riots have gotten out of control. Rumors have begun to spread, reminding the population that the GRE was responsible for the virus in the first place. Someone is distributing defamatory flyers. Some of my colleagues suspect the army. Can't believe it, but Pratt has cut off communications with the GRE. It appears the military has decided to use the GRE as a scapegoat for all this turmoil. But maybe I'm wrong. I hope I am.
There she is! She's one of those murdering doctors, too!
Stop! Stop! What are you doing?
Shut the hell up, murderer! You're about to get some of your own medicine!
You're making a mistake. I'm trying to help. If you blame science, we're all going to die!
I'm back from trapping the biters.
How did it?
The traps are pretty...
Excellent. In the meantime,
Any new requests?
Inhibitor container detected.
I didn't think it was so dangerous. Dangerous. All right.
It's hurting me!
I keep telling everyone we should be getting ready for winter. Gee, you want it so bad, you do it. This smell is...
Here are the tissue specimens you needed.
In such fine...
Skin... Running low on anything?
Indeed.
Here are the organs you requested.
Are you sure?
There was no...
Cupboards are full for now. Cupboards are full for now.
How the thrill I get when you walk through the door with more books. Hardly. He wrote tales that blended realism and fantasy. Doesn't that sound familiar? Yes, he might have provided some brilliant insight. Yes, you have preserved poetry. They celebrate the triumphs of ancient athletes. He was a firm believer in what man... I spoke about faith when we first met.
Aiden. I've barely been able to focus, waiting for you to return. I see you brought Kafka's Metamorphosis. Albert's been after that particular book for a while. I'm sure Albert waxed poetic about the theme of transformation and its parallels to the state of our world.
A lot of wax, actually. 2 earfuls, at least.
That's Albert. But I'm curious what you think. Is the protagonist's transformation into a giant cockroach an apt parallel for what's going on in our world?
Hey, don't tell Albert, but it doesn't really work for me.
Oh? How so?
It turned me into a roach any day over becoming an infected.
I agree. I'm more apt to compare our world to Kafka's The Trial. We're all stuck in a maze of increasing danger and absurdity. There are authorities, but no accountability. No way to truly solve any problems.
Yeah, can't argue with that.
Do you know? This might be a little out of turn, Aiden, but I don't think I've ever been so aroused by a discussion of nihilism. I have to confess, Aiden. I was attracted to you the moment I laid eyes on you. So if I come off a little thirsty, well, I am. But it's your mind, Aiden. You constantly surprise and delight me. You have a devastating combination of mind and body. I've said too much. I hope I didn't just drive you away. Please, Aiden, come back soon.
Wait, what are you ranting about, mister?
Ranting? Son, I'm trying to safeguard our collective memory.
Seems like a big task.
I certainly can. After the fall, I founded the Villador Historical Conservation Society.
Doesn't seem to be much to conserve.
Thank the renegades for that. We can't build a future for humankind. What do you say I ask you 2 or 3 questions about that?
Sure, what?
Good. Let's start a tragic event that had such an impact. It's still what occurred here that is known as...
It's a mass shooting that happened.
Wrong. You should listen.
I'll try to do...
Travel around the city.
Hey, what are you doing here?
None of your business.
I'm just looking for a book.
You see books, we see toilet paper.
I just came from one.
Can't let us? Let's pick his corpse clean.
More great works recovered. Gulliver's Travel. Here he had a go at human nature. I fear our world has lost the ability to appreciate the subtlety of satire. Our library is growing, Aiden. We need to keep it growing, Aiden. Stay on the line.
Got any new rare monsters lurking out there?
Yes, there are.
Ooh, I can already see where this is going.
Yes. You must bring me this creature's eyeball. Take care with them.
Keep the eyeballs intact.
We're fine. Watch your back as you hunt.
Stop by when you can.
You totally chose right.
Here are your...
You'd do well to remember our arrangement, woman. Not now.
We'll finish later, Corvus.
Fine. But take care, you heat.
Problems?
None of you.
You need not become...
All right, as you... Here they are.
In perfect condition, too.
What can I get for you, Baba?
Your tone grows too familiar.
Corvus, don't be rude. Your own tone could use some improvement.
Do you not remember your place?
All right, what's with you two? Yes,
It remains none of your We should stick to business.
That means I'll be trapping, not...
Precisely. I need you to...
2 and 1.
Supply. And don't get...
I'm running...
Aiden, how did it go?
2 frothing virals, package...
That's wonderful. You saved many a life today, Aiden.
Oh, it's all in a night's work. What monster guts do you need today?
The sweat glands of a rarely seen creature.
Rarely seen, but recently seen.
Very recent. With the secretions from those glands. But watch out, Aiden. And that's not even half.
Intriguing. I hear those sweat glands, and you were right. Hey, you should have come with me, Corvus.
Speak to me that way at your peril.
I wouldn't tease Corvus like, you'd best just take your reward.
What have you got for me?
I have a customer here with a direct request.
My name is Harlan.
I do what I'm paid to do.
Oh, but you're wrong. The Baba, she saves people.
So what do you need?
My father, he's dying.
Right, so I'll go get them.
But this is very dangerous. Too dangerous. I wouldn't feel right.
What's so dangerous about...
Remember the Demolisher and the goon you hunted for? It turns out there are 2 more of them, and I need tissue from both of them.
I'm so sorry.
It's all right, Harlan.
Yes.
Another pair of mutated infected.
Hunt them down, Id.
Leave it to me.